Today we're gonna talk about me, my favorite fucking subject. Okay, buckle up, let's fucking go. I'm gonna talk about what I like, where I'm moving the band. Fucking old Alex lives somewhere in there. Old rockstar Alex still is somewhere in there. The brand moving forward, and what's been happening in my dating life, because I keep raving about how my dating life sucks right now and I don't fucking feel like I'm actualizing my potential, and neither do I feel like I'm moving towards what I truly want, which I think it starts being a relationship with a decent fucking awesome girl. And I generally feel like being a dating coach and an expert in dating should kind of mean that I am fucking on point and like slaying punani day in day out, and that's not really what's happening, and I feel really down about it. But the other day my boy calls me, and this guy, he's got a major dating brand, and you probably know who he is, and me and him are really good friends, and we've worked together in the past, and we've been chatting a little generally lately because we're in like parts of our journey are in similar phases, whereas also other parts of our journeys are very, very different. But you know, we're supporting each other and we are becoming better and better friends and communicating more and more frequently. So he calls me up because he needed like my peace of mind, or not peace of mind. A piece of my mind. That's completely the wrong expression. But he called me out because he wanted some advice. He wanted some input. And he's like, what are you up to? Am I interrupting? And at the moment, I was editing a pretty fucking spicy video. So what's happening? Backtrack. Had a date with this girl, and she insisted on making a spicy movie together, which I obliged because obviously you see the fucking equipment. I'm with the camera, you know. I love filming, editing, making movies, and I'm like, it's not something I haven't done before. Let's fucking do it. So I obliged, and I made a spicy movie with her, and I was literally just editing the movie as my boy called me, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you know, bro, like my dating life kind of sucks at the moment, and I'm editing a video, like check it out. And I turn the camera around and I'm showing him my screen. He's like, bro, what? You've been complaining that you're not fucking hooking up, you're not, like, your dating life sucks and like nothing's working for you, and like meanwhile, like what happened? I'm like, yeah, I just met this girl a couple days ago, and you know, things heated up naturally. And he's like, bro, like you're fucking insane. Like you think that you're over it and you feel like dating is not like your cup of tea right now, and you want to have nothing to do with it, yet at the same time there is so much valuable advice you can give to people. And I'm like, you know, bro, like honestly, this is a girl who I just met on an app, and we just went on a date, had a drink, and then I just went back to my place with her. And he's like, so you're salty about this not having been a cold approach per se? I'm like, yeah, I would have rather it be like the full adventure where I went out in the jungle with my proverbial machete and like I fucking faced the obstacles, defeated the enemy, and took the princess home. And he's like, yeah, bro, but like, do you know how many guys would have botched the date? How many guys would have like not even been able to text the girl properly so that she knows that you're the one? And he's right. After we hooked up with this girl, I took her out and we went out for a walk in my neighborhood, showed her some really cool spots that I like. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of curious. What's the competition? Show me the app. So she shows me the app, and a lot of guys were kind of like, or a lot of guys' profiles rather, were kind of like neither here nor there, kind of like half decent, pretty shitty, honestly. And there were a couple of profiles that were like top notch. Like you could see these dudes and they're like model looking, adventurous life, cool. And mine was somewhere in the middle. Okay, I'm like a pretty decent looking dude, but it's not like I'm showcasing crazy shit in my profile. However, my energy was right, and she chose me out of all these guys that texted her. Like, she opened the up to like find somebody to have an adventure with, and out of all the guys that texted her, and she had to like turn it back off because like there were too many, I was the one that was chosen. And not only because I texted the right things in the right way, but also because, once we had the date and we had the drink, it was a good vibe, and she felt comfortable with me, and she felt like I was the one to kind of like have this adventure with. Great, fucking awesome. But in my mind, I feel like, look, I've told you stories, and I can tell you stories which will position me as the guy, like as the guy that basically is the equivalent of fucking LeBron. I've had a story where I was at a shopping mall, broad daylight, super famous, one of the most famous coaches was there with me, and while he was trying to like do like desensitization exercises, I pulled a girl to the fucking restroom of the mall, and we had a spicy adventure in the bathroom stall together. So while he was like kind of like trying to like control the ball, I was fucking dunking, right? And that was 15 years ago. That was a lifetime ago. And I'm feeling like I should be doing things. And this is, by the way, one story. I have like hundreds. And I'm feeling like I should be doing shit like that all the time for it to warrant me speaking from a position of authority, speaking like I know my shit, because I'm not doing that shit. Honestly, like, maybe I'm told for that shit, Danny Glover style, or maybe it's not the time to do shit like that for me because my heart is not in that place. I'm not trying to like have adventures with girls. Maybe I want to have a relationship with a girl. But the point is, what I'm trying to get at is that I tend to forget how awesome I am in dating, and the fact that I can fucking teach you shit. Like, I've forgotten more shit about dating than you will ever learn. So I can teach you a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I tend to be very hard on myself. So, yes, even in limp mode, I'm having adventures like this. Which I'm not saying it to brag, it's just maybe there's a point to be made that once you figure out the shit, once you understand success in dating and understand communication and all that stuff, maybe from then on it's kind of impossible to forget. So if you want advice in dating and to figure out how to, attract your ideal partner and how to communicate who you are properly so that they can be attracted to you, so that and that you know how to move the interaction forward so that you create a connection and a relationship ultimately with the appropriate person, with the perfect person. Link is in the description below because you can have a consultation with me and maybe we will end up working together. You can apply for mentoring. And with that said, that's kind of like what's happening in my dating life. I had a whole week where I was completely off. I felt like I didn't want to do shit, and I felt like I wanted to sabotage my life and kind of like coast and give zero fucks. And now I'm getting back on the wagon. I've been eating well again and overcoming this period of 8 days where I fucking did nothing. And I'm having thoughts, and yeah, during this period, I also didn't talk to any girls. Today, I was out and I approached a couple girls. It was a good vibe, but nothing quite saucy happened. Nothing. I approached 3 girls, out of which all had a legitimate boyfriend, except for one. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I wasn't my best self today, to be fair. But sometimes you take the L, and the lesson was that I should have had a little more energy. It's just like, I feel like during this period of my life, if I let energy out, it comes hand in hand with like a lot of anger. So like my energy sometimes, if like I prevent it from like escaping me, because if it escapes me, like you will feel anger and it's not good. It's not a good vibe. So maybe you're feeling it in this video, right? So this is kind of what's happening. So dating life, just because I am the guy I am, it still works for me, even though I'm operating in limp mode and kind of like just getting myself there. But as a general vision, I'm starting to think about a specific type of girl that I would like to have as my girlfriend, and maybe even like, waking up next to her in bed. That'd be kind of nice. And naturally, that also kind of poses a couple more questions. Poses the question, what am I going to offer to her? Because, bro, there's this one girl I'm stalking on Instagram. I've never met her. I don't know her. Like, it's not exactly what you think. I'm not trying to marry this girl, Borat style, with Pamela Anderson. But rather, I'm thinking this is like a prototype. This is kind of like the type of girl I'll be interested in being in a relationship with. Because like I like her vibe. So this is kind of like the vibe I'm going for. I like how she looks. So this is kind of the looks I'm going for. And from what I've seen in her stories, she's kind of like a little based, smart, chill. And honestly, bro, like that's the type of girl I like. So I'm starting to kind of form a vision of, if I am looking for a relationship, what am I looking for specifically? So tip for you here is, bro, if you're looking for a relationship, or if you're looking to have fun, or whatever you're looking for, and if you're watching this video, it's possible that you are looking to lock in the perfect girl for yourself. Don't stay there. Don't leave it at that. Go on, like, be specific, get into specific, and start understanding, what is the type of girl that I'm actually interested in? Like, what is her character like? What does her voice sound like? What does her face look like? What are her preferences? What are her, like, what is her vibe? What's her energy like? What are her boundaries? What's her relationships with other people? Is she close with her family? Is she chill with her family? What does she do for a living? What area does she live in? What country does she live in? So all these things, they're important. So it helps you narrow down who you're looking for. What that's going to do is when you're talking to girls and it's time to qualify them, you are asking them specific questions to figure out who she is, because you have an agenda. You need a specific type of person. When she feels that oh shit, this guy is trying to disqualify me. He's trying to like get rid of me because he's trying to get to his ideal girl faster. That's what creates attraction. That's what makes you seem and truly gives you the position of being the fucking, not only the authority, but also the guy who's in high demand and the guy who's the chooser. And that's who you want to be. So do with that what you want. Now, this aside, I was also thinking about what am I trying to offer this girl, like I was saying. So not only who she is and what I want, but also what am I able to give, what can I offer this girl? Number one is, the girl that I want is fit. I like that. That's cool. Am I fit? Not quite. I'm getting there, but I fell off the wagon with my nutrition for 8 days. And if you do that, if I'm on a cut and I do that, the cut is going bye-bye. So I'm fucking committing today to go down to 155 by December 10th. So that's a decent rate of weight loss. I think it's 1 pound per week, which at 164 now, I need to lose 9 pounds, and that will be by December 10th. So that is my fucking commitment. From now on, I'm gonna be eating 2,100 calories per day, or 2,200 calories per day max, to achieve this weight loss. The 155 that I'm trying to hit. I stand at a modest 5'8". So 155 for me is not skinny. It's like pretty decent. It's like a decent amount of weight where I'm going to be a lot leaner, which is going to help with hormones, testosterone, and stuff like that. Oh, and I'm going to be lighter, but still, and then it's going to be a legit fucking cut, and I'm going to look really, really good. In fact, I mean, not too bad, right? Thank you. So That's one commitment. Now, the next thing, and probably the final thing I want to talk about in this video, is business. What I've been dreading is uploading pickup content. I am not a pickup guy. I fucking hate this shit. I fucking hate the community. I don't hate the community. Like, to be fair, like, I love the community because this is like guys who want to self-develop. But I hate the fact that it's just focused on girls, because if girls see what I do, they feel a certain way about this, and I understand, even though it's a little crazy, but I still understand. And the boys that are attracted to this, sometimes they're attracted to that for the wrong reasons. So I feel like generally you should broaden your fucking spotlight and you should look at it from a like social perspective. So what am I trying to achieve in my day? So if we zoom out completely, the whole point, the whole goal, the whole fucking vision is to, given enough time, given long enough period of time that passed, to land at a much better situation than I am right now. And that's my goal personally. And not only personally, that's what I want to teach. I want to teach how to create a new identity. And that's what I do. And by the way, even dating, I teach from this perspective. So I don't teach you what to do. I teach you what to do and who to become in order to do these things seamlessly so that your results are fucking perfect. Now, zooming out and seeing that, okay, we need to land at a different identity, different personality eventually to have better results and experience better emotions on a day-to-day. We need to address a couple like different pillars every day. And the pillars are health and fitness and nutrition and like that aspect of how you're taking care of your physical body and spiritual body, because like mental health and spiritual health is included in that. Secondly, the social part, which is not only girls, but also networking, creating the right type of friendships. Dude, this is a story for another video, but in Berlin, I am a part of, the crazy, kinky world where people have access to things like sex parties and orgies. And it is not an easy place to be as a dude, because people need to feel secure around you and you need to have the right type of energy for these things. And I'm not even talking political, because politically I'm not very left-leaning, which is kind of like the vibe there. But even though I'm not left-leaning, I'm still very welcome in these circles. And the reason is because I met the right people in the right moments and did and said the right things, because by virtue of being the right guy. And this is very much part of what you should be doing as well. So if you're trying to just like snipe and get the girl, I think you're doing it wrong. I think you should zoom out and look at the party or the event or your life from a social perspective, because your connections are going to give you access to events, venues, are going to give you access to more network, are going to give you access to parties, money, girls. So the girls that you meet are not just the girls that you meet at the event, they're also the girls that you met because your friend introduced them to you. And meeting valuable people and offering value back, dude, this is so important, and this is neglected. And by being the pickup coach, the dating coach, I think you, or at least I, narrow myself down way too much. And honestly, that's not even the best way to get girls, to like try to talk to the girls. The best way to get girls is to be the guy that girls come to. So body health, fitness, spiritual, mental fitness, mental toughness, all of that, masculinity. Well, masculinity is a broader term, but yeah. Then you have like the social aspect, which is networks, events, girls, and all of this is one thing. So it makes it stop being weird. So you're not after the girls, you're after being social, which is the normal thing to be after. And then, of course, business, making money, like how to advance and progress in that domain. So moving forward, what I want to do with my brand is, not with my band, is to specifically look at all of this, to like zoom out completely and teach you how to have a better fucking life, a more whole life, a life that is not missing a chunk. And to do this in my own life so I can demonstrate this to you so that you see that my system fucking works, and then to also teach it to you. So that's kind of like what I'm after. That's what I want to achieve through my socials and through this video and through all other upcoming next videos. So what's going to happen is that I'm slowly going to broaden my brand, and you guys are going to get to know me better as well, because I want to share with you who I truly am, be upfront and be fucking honest and transparent. And through all that, start kind of like seeing what's happening in my life and how I'm upgrading my life, my results, my emotions, my personality and identity, and eventually how I'm going to be teaching you the entire system as well. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like this video, press like, and I'll keep you posted. I'll see you in the next one. Okay, peace.